and do a little playing around with Canva AI. Canva does a really good job of auto-generating presentations, flyers, and different graphic designs. It's just about the prompts that you give it. So let me pull Canva AI up and then let's play around with that. Literally, you go to canva.com/AI. And then it'll ask you, what will you design today? So it gives you some ideas down here. But once you click here, it'll show you, some prompts. So I could say, I need a design, let's say social media. And then for the format, let's say I need an Instagram post, right? And so let's say I actually do have an offer called Visibility to Wealth CEO Experience. Let's say create a flyer that appeals to diverse women for my Visibility to Wealth CEO experience. So keep in mind, you can get more detailed and say, create a black, white, and gold flyer, whatever your theme colors are. You can get very specific here, give it a prompt. And again, with AI, it doesn't always hit the mark, but sometimes it does. So you want to play around with the prompts. You want to play around with what you're saying, what you're telling it. Did I spell that right? And that's really going to help you find like the right group of words that are get exactly what you need, done. So let's see what it creates. Usually it'll create a few options for you to choose from. And then you can edit it in Canva. So it creates kind of like a template, a couple of templates for you to choose from, and whichever you like, you could choose it. And okay. Added a whole little image of women. Let's see if it gives us some more. Oh wow, it's giving us some really creative choices here. So it gives you a simple choice. It gives you a more, I guess we could say abstract choice. And then it gives you one with an actual picture of women, and you can choose which one that you want to go in and edit, right? So let's say you really like this, but you don't like the font. You literally just click edit and go in and change the font. Or let's say you have your own picture of women that you work with that you want to include here, or you want to change that font, you can do so. Or you want to change this yellow to, like you can go in and edit it. Or say that you really like this, but you want to add your picture to it because you're hosting the experience. So because I said experience, it created more of like an event type of flyer. So again, it's just based on the words that you use. But let's go back and see what else it can do for us. You can also have it create a whole presentation, right? So let's say you want to present on, let's say your colors are pink and white. And you want to 10 ways, let's call it 10 ways to market your business in 2026. We'll say it's for women entrepreneurs, called 10 Ways to Market Your Business in 2026. So now we're asking it to design a presentation. This would be something that you're using, in a course, in a webinar, or if you have a speaking engagement coming up and you need the slides, and if you have the content for your slides, you can literally paste it in here. So actually, let's do that. Let's go to ChatGPT before we have it create this presentation. Let's get the content for the presentation. So we're going to go to ChatGPT and say, and let's say this is for a speaking engagement. So because ChatGPT remembers the history of what you've put it in, you could say, based on what you know about me and the Glambitious brand, create a 10 slide presentation for my next speaking engagement called 10 Ways to Market Your Business. So we're going to get the actual content for this speaking engagement based on what we've already put in. So it knows how we think, it knows what topics we cover based on our history with ChatGPT. So that's why I said based on what you know about me. And then it's going to give us like the basic points that we can use for that speaking engagement or the presentation. And then we're going to go over to Canva and paste it in Canva and see what Canva creates for us. So ChatGPT is great for creating content. It's great for research. And so I've also created a coloring book in ChatGPT as well. So ChatGPT is great for creating content and really expounding on your current expertise, with the prompts that you give it, with the things of that nature. It will take that and usually, pull out like a full scale plan for you. You can also use it for content as it relates to social media content. So let's say if the month of January, your theme in your business is marketing and everything you want it to be about marketing, then you can also put in here and say, hey, create 30 days of content to promote my new marketing program. Okay, so it's giving us all the slides, right? Okay, we're going to let it finish the slides. And then we're going to take this information and we're going to paste it into Canva AI so that it creates the whole presentation. Oh, it's still creating, y'all. Okay. Now, mind you, this is for a presentation. You still have to present on it, right? So you're not literally going to say this and that's it. You're not just going to tell people this and that's it. You're going to expound on it, make it personal, use real life examples of your experience and your expertise, give people examples. So you're not just going to read this off. You never want to just read the ChatGPT content word for word when you're speaking or when you're creating content. You want to make it yours. So you want to add your own examples to it and, edit it and add your own flair. And so now we're going to paste the whole presentation into Canva and see what happens. So it's thinking. And it's asking me for kind of more detail on what I desire. So it's like asking me, is this for new entrepreneurs, experienced business owners? Should we stick to 10 slides? Would you like it bold? So it's asking, for a more tailored input. So we'll say digital balanced, and we'll submit that. So the audience is professional, digital style, 5 to 10, 15 pages. Okay, it says give us a moment. So again, with Canva AI, not only can you create oh, hold on. It's working. Not only can you have it, create full presentations, but you can also, let's see. Okay, let's just click generate design. You can also have it design flyers for events or social media promotions, logos, things like that. So that, you're not just getting the basic templates in Canva, but you're getting something kind of customized. So it's working. And this is really good, for, like I said, if you have a speaking engagement, you can get some inspiration from ChatGPT, but if you make it your own, I think that makes, of course, for the best speaking engagement, obviously. So because we selected digital, it went for like more of a digital look. And it's giving us options. But let's say we're going to change the audience to educational. And instead of digital, we're going to change the style to, let's say, elegant, and let's change it to short and sharp. So we're going to say create a presentation with lifelike images for this. So, the first example it gave us was more digital. So it had like cartoon, which I think is cute. You could use that as well. But let's say lifelike images and see what happens. Because again, usually it's the input that really helps you get further with AI is learning like what language is going to get you the results that you need. So I'm going to delete some of these slides and make it easier and quicker and see what it creates. And also, I've noticed that it might even add like a little more content sometimes, or it may leave some content out. So once you generate the design, you of course have to go back over to make sure it has the content you have, or add to it and so forth. So we said some lifelike images, and let's see if that takes us out of the cartoons, which I think cartoons are fine to use, depending on what your services are and the nature of your brand. But some people prefer like lifelike images with their promotions versus cartoons, and I like both. Actually, I like lifelike images and cartoons. So see, this created more like lifelike images that this is more, I'm going to speaking engagement. Oh, it went, oh, okay. So let's click that. Well, let's see, it gives you kind of a preview so you could choose one, and I think I like this one over there because of the diversity in the imagery. Oh, I like this one too. Oh, this is good. Let's click this. So now you have a full presentation based on the information that you pasted in there, and you have lifelike images that you can use. This is fantastic. And so even if you use none of the insights and information from ChatGPT, you could replace this with your own photo. This looks great. So we'll save this because I really like that design style. So now you have a whole presentation that's designed for you based on the content you added to it. Let's go back and try. Let's go back and try the social media to see what it does to create like social media content. And you can also let's insert a file as a reference. We're going to insert this photo of me as a reference. And again, this is where it comes down to playing around with AI to maximize it. So I'm going to upload that picture that we did over there in Gemini AI while I'm in the office. And I'm going to say that I need, what do we need? A social media graphic. And we're going to choose like an Instagram story. And I'm going to say, create a flyer to promote my visibility to wealth CEO program. And I didn't really give it color instructions or any of that, so it may ask for that input or it may just get creative, but let's see. So this is for like Instagram stories. So this is an example of having like your own graphic designer. Back in the day, we would have to hire a graphic designer. They would, take maybe a week to get it to us. Then we have to edit it. And then, you know what I mean? But now this takes, I don't know, less than a minute. So I really like these. I really like these. So this is cool because it has like that play situation at the bottom. So I could literally add an audio overlay on this to use it on Instagram stories. I like that a lot. I like this big font here. So you see how we've taken like this image, we've created this image in Gemini AI. We've used, ChatGPT to maybe give us some language for a program. We've come over here and, had the designs created. Oh, I think it's giving us like more options. Let's click that, see what happens. It gives us more options. Add a gold accent graphic. I just want to see where it goes. Even though I already like what it created. Let's see. So long as you have, a little time to plug and play. Okay, it just gave me some different options. Oh, this is cool because I could pull, edit this in Canva and just pull that down to in front of me where it looks like a quote. I like that actually. And I like this one too. So I like these two. I would definitely be using both. And you can rate your results so it knows what you like. And it continues to create, the content or the style that you like. So let's see. I want to save this one. And then you just click use in Canva editor and it pulls it up. And you can add audio over it so that, this could be a post like, hey, ladies, it's Lily May here. I'm excited to introduce the Visibility to Wealth CEO program. If you're looking for more visibility in 2026 that turns into revenue, this is the program for you. Add a little audio overlay. And now we have content that we could post on YouTube Shorts.